Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we are delving deep into the current dilemma faced by the Federal Reserve, the central bank of the United States. The Fed's ongoing struggle with rising inflation and the need to control it has caught the attention of economists and market observers worldwide. In a series of speeches, Fed Chair Jerome Powell has emphasized that inflation is their top concern, and they are determined to raise interest rates until inflation is under control. But as we will explore in this video, the path to achieving this goal is far from straightforward. So let's dive in and examine the transcript that sheds light on the intricate dynamics surrounding inflation, interest rates, and the potential consequences for the economy. 1. Understanding the Fed's focus. To comprehend the Fed's current predicament, it's crucial to understand its primary focus. The Federal Reserve aims to maintain stable prices and maximum employment, with a particular emphasis on controlling inflation. Inflation refers to the general increase in prices over time, eroding the purchasing power of money. When inflation rises too rapidly, it can have detrimental effects on the economy, leading to reduced consumer spending, decreased business investment, and an erosion of confidence in the currency. Therefore, it becomes the Fed's responsibility to implement monetary policy measures that strike a delicate balance between fostering economic growth and containing inflationary pressures. 2. The elusive terminal rate. The heart of the Fed's challenge lies in determining the elusive terminal rate. This rate represents the point at which inflation would naturally decrease without the need for further rate hikes. However, estimating this rate is no easy task, and there is no definitive number that can be universally agreed upon. As a result, Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve find themselves in a delicate balancing act. They must gauge when they have reached this terminal rate to avoid making the same mistake made by former Fed Chair Paul Volcker in the 1980s. 3. Lessons from the Volcker Era. To fully appreciate the Fed's cautious approach, let's reflect on the lessons learned from the Volcker Era. During Paul Volcker's tenure as Fed Chair, he implemented a series of interest rate hikes to combat rampant inflation. Initially, these measures proved effective as inflation began to subside. However, due to external factors, including a sharp recession caused by other policy decisions, Volcker found himself facing a difficult choice. In response to the recession, he lowered interest rates, inadvertently reigniting inflationary pressures. This second bout of inflation proved even more challenging to control, eventually requiring interest rates as high as 20% to quell the rising tide. Jerome Powell is keenly aware of the Volcker mistake and is determined not to repeat it. 4. The dilemma of inflation and monetary policy. The Fed's dilemma stems from the uncertainty surrounding the effectiveness of their current rate hikes. While they have been raising interest rates in an attempt to combat inflation, it's unclear whether the decrease in inflation can be attributed solely to these rate hikes, or if they have already reached the terminal rate. Wall Street and some market observers believe that the Fed has achieved its desired goal of curbing inflation and can afford to halt further rate hikes. However, Powell remains cautious and wants to gather more evidence before making any premature decisions. 5. Quantitative tightening and the balance sheet. Another factor complicating the Fed's situation is quantitative tightening, QT. QT refers to the Fed's decision to shrink its balance sheet by allowing bonds to mature without reinvesting the proceeds. This approach is aimed at tightening monetary policy. However, the recent bond guaranteeing program has effectively counteracted the effects of QT. Banks are now sending bonds to the Fed, receiving cash at par value and avoiding losses. This unintended consequence creates an expansionary effect on the balance sheet, contrary to the Fed's initial intentions. 6. The consequences and dilemmas. The consequences of the Fed's actions and the current dilemma are significant. If they choose to pause rate hikes, inflation could spiral out of control, leading to diminished purchasing power, increased costs for businesses, and decreased consumer confidence. On the other hand, raising interest rates would lead to increased bond losses for banks, exacerbating the need for more bond shipments to the Fed. This cycle could further strain the financial system. Lastly, if the Fed were to withdraw its support and not provide the liquidity necessary to troubled banks, numerous banks may fail, potentially triggering a severe recession with far-reaching economic consequences. 7. The high cost of banking crisis. Let's delve deeper into the high cost associated with banking crisis. Unlike other industries, the collapse of a single financial firm can trigger panic and lead to severe economic downturns. The repercussions extend far beyond the failed institution itself. Investor and client confidence dwindles, leading to a withdrawal of investments and a ripple effect throughout the financial system. This can result in a credit crunch, reduced lending, and a contracting economy. As a response to these dire consequences, government officials often resort to bank bailouts in an attempt to restore stability and prevent further economic turmoil. While bailouts may be necessary to contain the crisis, they come with significant downsides. Taxpayer money is often utilized to subsidize the failures of bank executives who made poor decisions, creating a moral hazard that rewards irresponsible behavior. It is essential to understand that during a crisis, the cost of not intervening can be far greater than the cost of the bailout itself. Allowing a banking system to collapse can trigger a domino effect, causing widespread panic, bank runs, and a sharp contraction in economic activity. The consequences can be devastating, leading to job losses, business failures, and a prolonged recession. 8. The need for effective bank regulation. Effective bank regulation is paramount for financial stability, protecting the economy from crisis and ensuring the proper functioning of the banking sector. Stricter oversight, risk management practices, stress tests, and transparency are key components. Regulations must strike a balance between stability and innovation, fostering a resilient banking system. By promoting responsible banking practices, safeguarding depositor funds, and maintaining trust in the financial system, effective regulation creates a solid foundation for economic growth and sustainable development. Continuous monitoring, updates, and adaptation of regulations ensure their ongoing effectiveness in an ever-evolving financial landscape. Prioritizing effective bank regulation is crucial for a prosperous and secure economy. As we've explored throughout this video, the Fed's dilemma is complex and multifaceted. Balancing inflation, interest rates, and the stability of the banking system requires careful consideration and decision-making. The outcome of their choices will have profound implications for the economy and the lives of individuals and businesses across the nation. We will continue to closely follow how the Fed navigates these challenges and the impact it has on the economy. If you found this video informative, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates on economic matters. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining us in today's video discussing the Fed's dilemma. We hope this in-depth analysis provided you with valuable insights into the complexities surrounding inflation, interest rates, and their implications for the broader economy. If you have any questions or thoughts, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you soon.